Assalamu alaikum fam, hope you're doing well. So, I want to talk to you today about how we can offer support to pregnant women and why we need to do so. So, essentially, if we congratulate women on their pregnancies excessively, shower them with love, we can combat the death cult of the atheist leftists, okay? We can combat in a clever way their death obsession, right? Because we have people who make money off of dismembered baby parts. That's a fact. We know that big tech censors people who speak on this. We know that the liberal feminist teachers indoctrinate your children at school to see abortion as something, posh. It's not a big deal, right? This creates a very cold, calculating type of consciousness, where the disregard for human life is something that comes to the forefront and is not seen as cruel. A woman who feels no guilt, no shame, no mercy, no sadness at the snuffing of a human soul is something that is demonic. And we know that they make it fashionable. I have seen a lot of these feminist blogs where they say, I wish I would have had an abortion. And even where men tell their women, the leftoids, oh, why don't you have an abortion? Or just get an abortion. Like the men callous to have their seeds snuffed from the earth. We came from a culture where children were a blessing. You were hoping and praying to God, please let her get pregnant. Please let her get pregnant, right? To now, ew, a baby, ew, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. No. We have to create a counter narrative. So the way in which we do that, by getting around their censorship, is by congratulating and supporting pregnant women. So we Muslim sisters, if we do this in our own lives and in our community online, whichever way in which we can express this, of you're pregnant, mashallah, oh, thank Allah, oh, and then you give her a gift. Now, I heard that baby showers are not allowed. So, skip the baby showers, okay? If it's not allowed, it's not allowed. But you can do something different, where just your friend is pregnant, right? And you just talk to her and say, what do you need? And spend money to help each sister, okay? Whether you're in your community and you can create a program at the masjid, or a Facebook group that you have people manage, whatever way you go about it, you create a nonprofit charity, whatever it is. To have, you need diapers, you need clothes, teach her how to breastfeed, you need a breast pump, you need clothes, whatever support. Where sisters go and, knock on the doors of the mothers and say, do you need any help? How are you? There's so many women who are afraid to have children during this pandemic because, stay 6 feet away, everything is a disease, panic, panic, fear, fear, fear. And this made more women choose to not get pregnant. So as they try to separate us, divide us, and risk pregnancies by getting a jabby jab, right? And seeing a miscarriage as not a big deal, abortion not a big deal, we have to do the flip side. We have to go against them in a clever way. And one way we do that is by openly congratulating every pregnant woman, especially in our community. Oh, did you hear so-and-so's having a baby? Alhamdulillah. Oh, I can't believe it's so wonderful. Oh, she looks so beautiful pregnant. Oh, I hope you have the best, healthiest baby in the whole world. And even when the child is born, you see them in the supermarket, your friend, right? She's pushing her stroller. They're getting some food. You say, oh, your child looks amazing. You look beautiful. Oh, congratulations on the addition to your family. Children are a blessing. Basically, our speech has to be positive constantly and solution-oriented. If a mother is struggling, you say, oops, okay, like she's having a little bit of stress. She can't sleep. Her sleep pattern's off. Give her some suggestions. Offer some help. But be very pro-life and loving. Because the feminists like Anna Kasparian and them, they show crying children. They only show the negative. She compared having a dog to the same as having a human being. It is astounding the level of hatred these cold death worshippers have on the left side in America. I'm not sure how the leftists are in Russia or in Germany and stuff like that. I don't know. But what I can tell you is being around in the Bay Area, around these very progressive, modern, corporate women, ugh, it's like holding onto a snake that won't stop biting your hand. It's just awful. Their consciousness is anti-human, masked with a fine suit and pounds of makeup. Peel that all away, and there's just a disgusting Medusa underneath. Yeah, it's frightening. So, let us be a strong shoulder for pregnant women. If somebody is pregnant, they're very vulnerable and nervous. They're like, should I get an abortion? Should I not? What if he leaves? And if the dude does leave, we need to be there for her so she keeps the child and check on her. And this means we have less time at work and we let go ourselves in terms of money chasing. So, if all of us are at work, no woman is staying home, none of us can be a support net for these women. See, that's another thing, is that if more women said, you know what, I'm not going to go in debt, I'm not going to be owned by a bank, you know what, I really don't want to work in a lab 70 hours a week, you know what, I don't want to be in the office as a secretary for this many hours, I don't want to be doing this, I have a husband who will let me stay home, he makes enough, I might not have 25 handbags, but I'll be fine, the rent is paid and there's organic food in the fridge, alhamdulillah, that's all I need, then we can revolutionize the networks for mothers, okay? Because the leftoids have successfully reshaped our culture, right? They mock religion, promote the most hedonistic icons. They teach women to abort children that feel zero sympathy, to see it as fetus cells. Ugh. Like the way you hear them talk about kids, I swear I want to start recording them, is tragic. It's really tragic. And some of them, they're so lust-ridden animals that they'll actually do, like, pregnant porn. They have, like, zero grace for being pregnant. So, how do we counteract that? So, if she wants to be a lady pregnant, sleeping with two different dudes while her husband's at work, let the leftists be degenerate. What we should do is have more graceful images or even art that doesn't show the face, however it's going to be halal, of a woman being graceful while pregnant, right? So she's studying while pregnant, she's cooking while pregnant. You're creating a very energetic ecosystem of love, nurturing, and honor, and gratitude for being pregnant. Gratitude. To praise Allah, to show a pregnant woman, I'm going to go to the masjid, like, oh, she's having a baby, we tell our daughters and our sons. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, man. Just constant praising of pregnant women and offering nonstop help, putting our careers aside, putting materialism aside so that we can be there for these sisters. And I know this is difficult because we're becoming independent, isolated people. Now, we have to know how to be a lone wolf sometimes. We also have to know to look over our shoulder, see someone who needs help, and to be able to offer them the help they need. Well, the feminists come together and they cackle, we hate men, kill babies, a dog is like a baby, with their insanity. Let them be in their corner of hell. We, however, can have meetups with our children under the beautiful redwood trees. We can have play dates. We can have WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, Facebook pages. We can have YouTube channels where we speak consistently about the wonderful aspects of being a noble wife, a righteous mother, a guardian of our household, of the wonderful, amazing ability of creating a human life, right? I remember when I was pregnant and I could feel my daughter moving in my body when they're little. At 25 weeks, you could start to feel when they move and they kick you with the little tiny feet. and holding my hand on my belly and feeling that is amazing. That is something that we need to speak about. So, the positive, consistent campaigns of being a mother and the gloriness of it, birthing more Muslim children, being a good mother, all that stuff. That is what we have to do. That is how we have to counteract them. Because they're more death, vampiric doomers. Oh, the world's gonna end. I mean, you're gonna tell me that the women who live in the freaking city have it harder than the Iroquois tribe women who had lived in a teepee during the winter and they still wanted to have children? Their husband had to go hunt buffalo. Every culture had a time where the women lived in tiny little huts and had babies and they were happy. You know? Today we have way more luxuries, way more clean water, way more electricity, and the women say, I can't afford to have a kid because I really want to be at work in a place where no one really cares about me because I need the validation, because I went into debt and I need this, so it's like, whoa, just take it easy, crazy woman. We need to flip that. We have to do it in a smart way. And like I said, the way we do this is to show the ridiculousness and the emptiness of that liberal atheist lifestyle, of modernity, progressivism, corporatism, callousness, death cult, just void of spirituality nature, right? We bring honor back. So, don't abandon the pregnant women. Don't abandon them. Be with them. Show them goodness. And help them feel calm and have things for them that can help them. I'm telling you, this is something that can revolutionize our culture and the world. We give each other food. What do you need, sweetheart? Oh, I'm home with the baby. It's just born. I'm really craving chocolate ice cream. You know what, sweetheart? I'm going to go get you some chocolate ice cream. You go, you get her some chocolate ice cream. Whatever we got to do to help the mothers keep their children as an honor. Because the leftists, they wear coat hanger necklaces. Do you know what that is? Those old, when you go to the dry cleaner, you get a wire hanger. Women used to take that and poke it up inside them to abort their children. They wear a necklace that is a tool of death for children with pride. And they scream, spit, shout, throw rocks. They do whatever they gotta do to push their energy out there. A negative, demonic, angry, feral, wild, strange energy. How do we counteract that? Well, show the love, the grace, the fortitude, the patience. We totally flip it on them. We don't act like them. We act like the opposite. And we turn to Allah and ask us to make us steadfast. And let's say the sister wants to go pray. You hold the little cute baby for her. You're with it, and she goes to go pray so the little one is fine. And you help her. You facilitate her going to the masjid, her getting some sleep, her doing what she has to do to fulfill her obligations to Allah, to her husband, and to her children, but also just helping her in general. This is difficult, I know, because we're led by women in our culture who are the opposite of that. They tempt men, they promote drug use, they promote vanity, so it's hard for us to perceive something that has gone out of existence. But that's why we need to create it. That's why we have to be the change. That's why we have to show them how it's done. And all of us can do that. So let's start the very pro-mother, pro-pregnancy campaigns verbally, financially, physically, everything. We have to start doing it. Because imagine you love a woman, a guy loves a woman, and she decides to go execute the baby in the abortion mill. And he actually loved her and was excited. These cold, heartless women snuff out lives like that. And if a sister is married to a guy and his heart changes for some demonic reason, and he leaves her, and she's like, what do I do now? She's afraid. We have to be there for her and cheer her on and support her. Because the leftists dangle death. We should present life. And we can do it. Inshallah, we can do it. Truly, fam, it is something that we have to start. It's a mission, a goal, a systematic effort that we need to have. So join me in that effort. Let's do it. And let's help more children be born.